We are live. Welcome to the Sunday Live. Actually, I'm going to fix a few things. Hello, good morning. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. Hello. It's my different setup today. I am trying to go live in the different room. So let me know if you can all hear me. And yeah, if the video is good, audio is good, that's good. And then we are going to start our Sunday Q&A and just talking to each other. It's a beautiful Sunday here. I know for a lot of people it's going to be probably late Sunday night, but hello, welcome to Sunday Live. When you join in live, just let me know if audio is good, video is good, and yes, yes, let's get this party started. Hello, hi Aparna. Where are you joining in from, Aparna? I am going to do my makeup while I'm getting, oh my goodness, I'm dropping things here. Today is Sunday and Hyderabad. Hello, it must be a night time for you guys. So yeah, it's Sunday morning. I'm getting ready because Sunday is the day I have to do what is it called, shipments out for my brand Inkara. So I have to do a lot of shipments and all of that, and then it's such a beautiful day. I am going to do some errands and then yeah, just like chill, relax kind of a day. But how about you guys? How was your hello? How was your Sunday? If it's already done for you guys, I know a lot of people are joining in from the different part of the world. So hello. Yeah. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna keep it chill, and tell me more about yourself. Look at this. That's like, I always struggle with this. How do I attach this? You are from Nepal. Hello. Beautiful. How's the what's the time there? Is it similar to like India time zone? I believe it is, right? Because it's the same region. So it must be nighttime for you as well. How am I going to do this? I am going to clip this in here. So while we talk, okay, cool. I like this. I like this setup. All right. Okay. Yes. So tell me, guys, how was your first day of March? Um, how's how was your February? And do you guys do a reflection at the end of the month? Um, so I have made this habit of doing at the end of the month, doing reflection, like how did my month go? And when I do reflection, is not to judge myself, but just to kind of like what are the things that um, I learned, what are the things that I could do better, um, or the books that I'm reading, anything, any topic, right? Is what, how this month made me a better person. Just saying it. I mean, it's fun to do it. Don't judge yourself. Just do it as a fun. It could simple be that I was watching a show yesterday and I came across this quote and I want to share with you all. That is, in order to make your tomorrows better, you know how we always worry about what's going to happen in future. We always constant in this negative or spiral or in fear mode. Then it says that in order to worry about tomorrow, make your today, make your present better. Because essentially, the accumulation of today is going to be your tomorrow. So that was very fascinating. So, what I did, As soon as I come across any quote that resonated really well with me, I just write down. I wrote down on a sticky note and I put it next to my workspace. The reason for that is sometimes we just need those small quotes to remind ourselves that we're progressing and it's okay. We don't need to worry about future so much. Sometimes living in the present is the best thing. I'm just sharing what I learned, and anyways, yeah, you guys tell me. No. All right. Okay. End of the day. What I have. Oh, that's amazing, Aparna. Wow. How do you do reflection? Like, do you do on like a your notepad? Do you do on your phone? Um, I do have a journal app on my phone. I try to do that. And the purpose of that is I upload a picture to that app. So sometimes it is so nice when you reflect back to like past year what you were doing, like little things that we forget. Yesterday I saw hummingbird. I took a picture and I put it in my journal. So this is what I do. But you tell me how you do it. Good morning. All videos are great. Thank you so much, Navdeep. I remember Navdeep. Are you from Vancouver? I kind of remember, but tell me if I'm wrong. Um, I'm trying to remember your names and I'm trying to remember where you all are joining in from. Yeah, that's the whole point of building this connection. But, anyways, lots of love to you as well, Shilpa. But yeah, reflection, I have find that when I do reflection, it just helps me to become um, just better person in general. I really like to do reflection at the end of the month, but I like the idea of end of the day as well. Um, in my journal, I like to write down how I felt throughout the day, like kind of like highlights of my day. Could be similar to reflection. Um, yeah, and the main purpose I do at the end of the day reflection and I take a picture because it's just kind of like a memory. Let's say we forget these tiny moments that we are living, right? Especially with my son, he's 5.5, and sometimes I forget like how we are playing together. Yesterday we went to park, we play soccer, and then he was also playing this like parachute kind of a game, and I started taking pictures. So and I put it in my reflection because 10 years from now, when he's going to be like 15-year old, I can go back and show him, like, this day we did this and that. So, yeah, I just go to bed, not documenting or nodding, but in my brain, just, what promises I broke, like cheat meal, watching 30-minute phone. Yeah, that's amazing, Aparna. But if I can advise you, what you are doing is kind of like putting yourself in a negative state at the end of the day when you are thinking about how you broke promises. So you are reflecting on the negative side of the day. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I'm just reading from what you're just sharing. So don't reflect on the negative side. Remember, you are a human. Let's say you had a cheat meal. Does not mean that that's the highlight of your day. That's just a part of your day. You know what I mean? Like, okay, so there's so many things throughout the day that goes wrong. Maybe I lose my cool, and maybe I said something to my son which I should have not, or maybe I argue with something. If I start reflecting only on the negative part, I think it's going to be very hard, especially in the nighttime, then your brain just thinking this is what Aparna is all about, like cheating, having a cheat meal, and then watching 30 minutes on the phone. Dude, it's not that bad. 30 minutes on the phone, people are spending 7 to 10 hours in a single day on phone. 30 minutes is not that bad. So what I want you to just do not reflect on the negative side. it's going to be really heavy for you, maybe start reflecting on what are the things that you did. So let's say you watched 30 minutes, whatever, you scroll, you doom scroll, right? It's okay because you are a human and it's not that bad that you scroll. You know what I mean? So don't get into this negative spiral and don't just think about all the negative things that you are doing. I hope you understand what I'm saying. But yeah, try to reflect on the positive sides. And it's okay if you had a cheat meal. Hello. Hi, Coco. Nice to meet you as well. Yeah, of course. And it's not just a positive. I'm just like trying to be, it's not that I'm just like trying to tell you that always look at the positive side. Even if you want to do reflection, why did you have cheat meal? It could be that you are closer to your cycle. You know, women, we go through cycles, and I noticed that a week prior, which is PMS, right? When you are in that phase, a week prior to your period, you start to crave sweet, or you start to crave more carbs, you start to crave some junk food. So be kind to yourself and tell, oh, I had a cheat meal because I'm closer to my period. How can I do something better? Like yesterday, I never eat food after 7 p.m. Yesterday I had 9 o'clock and I regretted, but I didn't put that in my journal. You know what I said to myself? Why did I have that? Like, why did I decide to eat something at 9 o'clock? What made me do that? And that was like, oh, I'm closer to period, and maybe it was just a craving of carb. But next time, how can I do better? Maybe instead I can have a Greek yogurt, something like, you know what I mean? Like, yes, I'm reflecting on the things that could have been better, but in more kinder way. So yeah. Of course, I love going live because it's such a great way. We're learning, right? I mean, like how she's talking about the reflection and I'm sharing mine. We all are learning from each other. And I feel like this way we build better connection and get to know people, because otherwise we follow so many people on YouTube, but when we watch them live, we feel like, oh my God, we are kind of becoming friends. You know what I mean? Like, I start to recognize your name. So, yes, I equally enjoy these live and I appreciate each one of you who come live. I know it's late for a lot of people, so thank you so much. Yeah, reflection is definitely a great way to end your day. I love that. Hello. It's really great. Maybe I am stressed or work pressure, or because um, I am aged already, 38. What's the point of look fit? Or maybe multiple disappointment. Um, you are saying this is because this is how our society tells us, Aparna, that after 35, 36, 38, you do not need to look good. But you are putting on a makeup, you are putting on an outfit, you are looking good for yourself. 38, I am 38. 38 is not that old. You know, it's society made us believe that after 30 we are getting old, or after 35 what's the point. You know what is the worst thing that I have heard from one of my friend? Her mom said, why do you get ready and you put on a makeup when you already have a husband? She's not putting on a makeup and getting ready for her husband. She's doing it for herself. But Think how our society put us. So please do not think that you are old. I'm same age as you. It's all society tells you. And let me tell you one thing. We women, so many friends I know, so many, especially our Indian women, we do not get ready for men. We do not get ready for to attract any men. Come on. We do not. We get ready because we want to look good about ourselves. So, Aparna, get ready every single day. If you want to look fit, that is also fundamentally actually a problem. In our Indian society, looking fit means slim. Like you need to look thin. Um, Fit also means, you know why I work out? I am not the thinnest person. And I'm proud who I am and as I love my body. And it took me a long time to accept that. I work out because I want to see my son's kids if he decide to have one. I mean, there's no pressure, but you know what I mean? I want to stay healthy when I am 70 or 80-year old, if I have that much age, I don't know, so I can do all my work by myself. I work out every single day so I can keep up with the energy of my son. Do you see what I mean? And in our Indian society, if you are working out, oh, she must be trying to lose weight. And then they will give you unsolicited advice, right, on losing weight. You do not need to look fit for someone else. If you want to look fit for yourself, do it. Do whatever you want to do. You want to put on a clothes and look better because I don't know, Aparna, if you shared you have a kids or not, but also think your kids are learning from you. So what you are teaching your kids that after 35, 36, 37, 38, your life is just done. So what should we do then? If we are 38, if we stop looking good, if we stop working out, what should we do then? Right? I get ready, I look good, not for someone else, just for myself. And sometimes even my son asked me this question, like, why are you putting on a makeup? Or like he's just curious. He's only 5. He doesn't know. And I said, because I'm proud of myself and I want to look good for myself. And when I look good, I feel good. That's it. So don't think that you have to look good and what's the point of looking good because you are 38. No, no, you are following society's conditions. What they are telling you, you are following the same book. Please do not. Do not. Just get ready for yourself. Do whatever that makes you happy. But do not do it because someone else said that. Do not get ready because I need to make sure I impress my husband. Do not get ready. Oh, if I don't get ready, then I will not look attractive. Do not do that. Just do it for yourself. This is all I'm trying to say. I'm going grocery shopping or like doing some errands and I'm still gonna put on a makeup. I'm gonna wear this beautiful sweater. I'm gonna dress up just to buy tomatoes. Who cares? Because I care how I look and it really gives me a lot of confidence. That's all. But you know what? Having said that, I am also confident even without putting on a makeup. But it took me a long time because I also grew up in the same society, right? It's like if she doesn't have a makeup, that means she's not beautiful. So do it, everything, whatever you want to do for yourself. That's the most important thing. Thank you so much, Coco. Oh, I'm so glad you like it. I try to make those day in a life kind of video, but you know what? I am also learning how to film while I'm working. I mean, there's so many times I am um, doing things, but I'm also learning to pick up camera and record these kind of videos because I know it's fun. It's fun when you guys see behind the scenes what I do, the challenges, and all of that. So I'm so glad. I'm so glad you enjoyed it. I try to do more. Thank you. Hello. How's your book is going? I know that Reading Flame. Can you tell me your name as well? I keep forgetting. Because I only see your YouTube channel name, So I know you launched your book on Amazon and it's on manifestation. Um, Such a great achievement. If you can share your name as well. Hello, Prerna. Wow, you are inspiration, Prerna. All right. Exactly. You are from Dehradun, Uttarakhand. Beautiful. Hi, Shilpa. I am in confusion. Please do you help me? My husband is not caring and loving towards me, but he's a good father. Take all responsibility. I feel like leaving him many times. Oh, that's a really tough one. Um, I think sometimes it's when we are raising kids, we are just so busy, um, just talking about logistics, like taking care of kids. Maybe you need to spend more time with him rather than just giving up on a relationship. I mean, honestly, I don't know, right? I don't know your situation. I don't know reality of your situation. So honestly, I don't know how can I help, but I can only suggest that you can try to talk to him, try to go on dates with him and just spend alone time without kids and try to talk to him how you are feeling and how you need his alone time unless he's disrespectful towards you or I don't know. There's like so many things. Um, yeah, I would start with having conversation, but I'm not saying that you stay stuck in that situation even though he's not respectful towards you, right? You know what I mean? Um, so try to have conversation with him. See if he is ready to have alone time with you, spend time with you, and just like understand what are the issues. Maybe sometime it's a communication, and if it's really, then it's just something you have to decide. Oh, there are some people sharing. I hear to say love yourself. Of course, your love always starts with you. Shilpa can try unbiased introspective talk it out with her partner. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. I think this is what we do very less in a relationship. Um, just have a conversation. Don't think that every relationship is smooth. It's okay to feel that way, especially after having kids. Your relationship go through a very rocky journey because now you both are just taking care of this child, right? So you're not spending enough alone time, and it just creates this kind of like friction in your relationship. So maybe try to talk it out, see if he's willing to understand, if he also want to keep this relationship and wants to still rebuild relationship with you. That shows that he's sincere, that he really wants, just this is just I can say. I mean, but you know your situation better. Hello, you're from Thailand. Hello, that's a beautiful place. Yeah, it's very hard. It's very hard. Sometimes we feel lost about these things, relationship, but I always believe in like talking and understanding, just having a open conversation that resolves a lot of issues. Like in general in life too, right? You could have a conflict with your friend. Just have an open conversation. What do you do when you feel stress? Ah, scream, I yell, I cry. um, what do I do when I feel stressed? Okay, so I am becoming better now, and I'll tell you what I do. So before, Ankita would scream, would cry, would yell. And now I do not, I don't want to say I do not. I mean, I do have some situation, but what I do, I'll give you example of this morning. I woke up, I tried to meditate. I couldn't meditate past 10 minutes because I felt stressed. So what I did after I finish my workout, this is what I do. I grab my journal, notebook, whatever, wherever you feel like you wanted to do. Now I write down what part of me feeling triggered. And the reason for that is because I wanted to understand deep down what is going on, what is making me this stress or upset. So it comes down to one thing. Today is Sunday. I'm feeling like I'm behind. I did not post any content on my page. I did not post content on my Inkara. I was spending time with my family, with my son, and there were a lot of things that coming to my head, like, oh my god, I need to do this stuff, I need to ship this order out, I need to do all these things, right? What is happening, it came down when I started writing down what am I feeling deep down, and it comes out that I'm feeling behind. I think it's the best way to handle your situation when you are feeling stressed out. Just start writing all the feelings. Start writing everything about it. Like, what is going on inside of your head? Why are you feeling stressed? Is something is bothering you? Is it maybe a conversation with someone is bothering you, or is it? It could be anything. But for me, this is what I do now, and it helps me a lot. Another thing, when I feel stressed out, it's my advice, do not have conversation with people, because what I would do, old Ankita would do, is lash out. I would say something that I would regret later because I was stressed and I took my anger out on someone that I should have not. So this is why I try to do journal to understand my inner feelings. When I did that, I realized, okay, I didn't post. So what is a big deal? So what's gonna happen? Let's say I didn't post. So people are just gonna stop forgetting about me and just like going to not buy my bottles and stuff like this. Like, who cares? I am not running my life this way, right? I'm a human. I'm allowed to rest. I'm allowed to spend time. I am not behind. I am right where I should be. One day of not doing work is not going to put me behind. You know what I mean? So, and it's not like instantly you are going to feel, oh, I'm feeling amazing again. No, it helps you to connect with yourself. Like, this is something you learn about yourself, and you become better and better understanding your patterns. Like, it's a practice. Try it. I really want you to challenge this. Try next time when you feel you are stressed, just grab a pen and paper, just write down whatever feeling you have, and also ask yourself this question: what part is triggered, or where this trigger is coming from? And what will happen? What am I fear about? Like, it's something that it's inside of me is scared, right? So when I lay out, I'm scared that people will stop buying my bottle, then I will have no business, then I have nothing, people will stop watching my videos, oh my god, I didn't post, I'm feeling behind. But all these things are not true, right? Well, I mean, this is what I do. This is just my way of decompressing or learning about why I'm feeling fear. I'm so glad, Shilpa, that you are, yeah, try our suggestions and see how it go. What did you apply it on your face? Oh, I applied, um, here. This is foundation. This is the best foundation. Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk foundation. My shade is 7.75. I applied this because I just apply a little, so I feel I have something on just to even out my skin tone, but that's it. I really love this one. Like someone who wants to um, feel like they wanted to apply really little makeup and makes you like, I don't know, glowing skin kind of like, I really love this foundation. And lasts long time too. Like I've been using it for about more than 4 months. I can't remember when I purchased it. So yeah, it lasts a long time. Journaling is just helpful so much. I feel like I'm becoming better person when I do journaling. Um, Try it. I mean, just it helps you to connect the parts of you without any judgment. This is what I wanted to say. Without any judgment, you will have better understanding how you can handle your own emotions. Yeah. Yes. Try that. And you don't need to be perfect. I mean, try whatever works for you, and it's just going to be a little challenging in the beginning because you are not used to, but once you start to do, you are going to realize so many things that comes out, right? Journaling helps with the shadow work. Yes, of course. Yes, for sure. It does. I have a problem staying consistent. Can you say a word for me? Maroon. Why say a word? We're gonna handle this situation. We all have a situation. We all have this problem of staying consistent. You are not alone. You are not alone. Um, I think I wanted to step back and ask yourself this question: why you cannot stay consistent? If your goal is whatever your goal is, I mean, can you? I think it will be very beneficial if you specify which area you want to be more consistent, or what is the goal that you're trying to achieve and you feel like you're not consistent. And I'll tell you why I'm asking this is because if that goal is not connected to you, or you're not truly passionate about, you're not going to stay consistent. I'll give you my examples. Reading books really helped me to learn a lot and also become a better person, right? Um, I am pretty consistent with reading books because the goal is not coming from someone else. No one is asking me to read books. It is something that I'm truly passionate about because I'm learning so much that I didn't know. Because the goal is within me and there is a desire to learn things, I am not worried about not being consistent. There are days when I do not, or I'm not able to read, but the next day I grab a book and I read. Some day I only get to read one page, or some days I get 30 minutes to read. You know what I mean? So consistency is not my issue because the goal is connected to me. Now I'll tell you where I struggle consistency. Um, for example, I'm trying to think where. I mean, a lot of things, but sometime, let's say, wake up in the morning. I have been consistently waking up, but sometime I wanted to wake up 4 in the morning, and I know it's something, it's not possible for me. because I set this way goal, and also goal that is not going to be very easy or sustainable, I always struggle. I wake up between 5 or 5:15 every single day. But if I keep telling myself why I'm not consistent with 4 a.m., well, because I set myself a wrong goal. Because by the time I put my son to sleep, and he sleeps at 8:30 to 9, and then I need my 30 minutes to do journaling and book reading and all of that. So I'm sleeping at 10 o'clock. 4 a.m. is not possible for me. You know what I mean? So I can say that I'm not consistent in that. Or workout. I try to do workout every single day because the desire comes within me. If I cannot do workout, I just go for a walk, like brisk walk, whatever, walk, running, whatever. So consistency is not a problem. Consistency comes or becomes a problem when his goal is not truly that you want. Let's say you wanted to work out, but you don't really care like if you lose weight or not. You know what I mean? Like a lot of times your parents are saying you that you should work out, or your family member is saying you that you should work out, but you feel like, I'm pretty good, I don't care if I lose weight or not. So you're not going to stay consistent because the goal is not tied to you. So I always step back and ask this question: why I am not consistent? um, is it the goal really do I care about, or I do not care about? So that's just my take on it. But if you can let me know which area, then maybe we can talk a little bit more about what is actually going on. Stepping out of your comfort zone. Ah, there's so many things that I can talk about stepping out of my comfort zone. But one other thing that I can say, like right now, doing this live, it's not my comfort. I have never done lives in my life before. And doing this in the beginning, it was very challenging. There were days when I felt like, oh my God, why do I need to do this? And then I tell myself, nope, this is how I'm going to grow. And I just need to pick up a camera and do it. For example, content creation in the beginning was very hard for me to do because I am not used to pick up the camera and then talk to the camera. There's no one behind it. How do I do it? But I keep telling myself that this is how I'm going to grow out of my comfort. Anytime I feel like I'm getting comfortable, I push myself out of my comfort zone. And that's how we are going to grow in life, right? If we keep doing the same thing over and over, same schedule, same routine, we are not growing. So I feel like for growth, stepping out of your comfort is just crucial. You have to do it. And there is no other way around it. Just do the thing that scares you with being feeling scared and in fear. Just do it. That's the only way around it. I mean, but you have to step out of your comfort zone in order to grow. Like everything in life that I'm doing, everything is out of comfort. Trust me, everything. The day when I decided that I'm not going to follow the traditional path of 9 to 5, the day that I decided I'm going to do the content creation, the day that I decide I'm going to start my own brand, my own business, it's like everything is out of your comfort zone, right? I've never done it. Um, Everyone around me is doing 9 to 5. Um, but I'm learning every single day. Um, But if I don't do it, how am I going to grow? Right? I can just keep looking at people online and say, oh my God, they are creating content, they are like putting on the outfits and doing all these things. Why can I not do it? Well, because they step out of their comfort, but I didn't. You know what I mean? So think about it. You're going to become better, different person. You have no idea how much skills you have. I never thought I had public speaking skills. Like talking to you all and creating content. I never thought, because in my job, I never needed to do a public speaking, you know what I mean? So something that I didn't know about myself, and I'm learning that I can do this. And that only happened when I decide to step out of my comfort zone. And I would push, encourage every single person out there to step yourself out of the comfort zone in order to grow in your life. Of course. Oh, that is very sweet, Seema. Thank you so much. That is a very kind words to say, but honestly, I'm just sharing my story. There's no fan. We are all just friends. Think of this way: I'm the friend on the internet, and that's how I feel, or your big sis, whatever you want to call it. Um, yeah, that's a very, very sweet. Thank you. Most people saying that never step out of your comfort. No hate. There's no hate. Um, No, there's no hate in it. I mean, you're just sharing what other people are saying. Most people say that never step out of your. Most people, sorry, I think I'm reading it wrong. Most people saying that never stepped out of any comfort. They are the same people. They follow the traditional path. They never do anything in their life. And I'll tell you one thing: do not take advice from the people that you do not like their life. Take advice from the people who have done something extraordinary in their life. I will never take advice from my neighbor on should I create content or not, because that person has never done anything like that in life. If I go out and ask someone else who are on the YouTube, they are going to give me advice. Yes, create a content is going to change your life. You know what I mean? So make sure who you listen to. Who are these people who are saying, do not step out of your comfort? They're the same people stuck in the same cycle, doing the same thing. And also, people do not want you to step out of the comfort because now you are changing everything. Like, oh my God, you were supposed to do the job and you were supposed to do the same thing that I did. Why all of a sudden you are saying no? Right? It's like if you have friends, they all have kids, and you are the only one who doesn't have a kid. They want you to have kids. Why? Because, well, I went through. What's wrong with you? How can you have a freedom of not having a kid? So have a kid so we all can be same. You know what I mean? So it's this is what I wanted to say is do not take advice from the people that you do not admire. That's it. And it's it's so hard when people take advice from these people like they have never done anything big in their life, right? Of course they don't know anything. Eligibility matter when it comes to it. Of course, of course. I'm not going to go to doctor and ask advice about YouTube. So same thing you are doing, like I would never listen to these people. How much time you took to make that decision of stepping out? Mm, it wasn't it wasn't a one light bulb moment. So it wasn't that I woke up one day, I had a dream that I should quit and my life will change. It wasn't like that. It started way back when I started my career in a corporate. So when I finished my MBA, I got into the recruitment because that's what I was. I was a recruiter, and when I started working, it was just an internship for 6 months. I hated it. I hated every single day, but I was confused because I was so young. I was back in India. I was so confused, and I was like, but everyone is doing it. I did not fit in that environment. Um, I did not fit in that environment, but I didn't know because everybody around me was doing the same thing. So, like, what do you mean you do not enjoy it, right? And then when I started my full-time job, I hated it again. I was like, okay, maybe I just do not like recruitment, maybe I do not like HR, maybe I should do something else. But deep down it's like I was so naive and young to understand that I do not want this 9 to 5 hustle culture. I wanted to do something creative. I didn't know. And when I moved to Canada, I started HR career again, recruitment, and I was like, again, man, I hate this. And that's when also I was getting mature, moving to another country, understanding and you have lot more freedom of choice and less judgment, right? So then I started to explore. Maybe I really wanted to be a creative person, and I decided to pursue my makeup. I was like, okay, I'm gonna do the makeup. Maybe this is something that I enjoy because I really enjoyed putting on the makeup and clothes and all of that. So I started my makeup, and then I started doing makeups. I was booked. I was like, it was going really well. And then I start to realize, oh, it's not something that I enjoy. I definitely learned that I'm a creative person, but this is not my bigger purpose. Like, it's not something that I like to do. So, going back to your question, it was not a one moment that made me decide that I should step out of my comfort. It's like multiple steps that I took to get here. You know what I mean? Like, if I didn't start the makeup, I don't think I would be here because you need to take the step one in order to figure out the step two and three and so on. So, when I decided that I am going to create content because I always had this pull about content, and I did start my YouTube channel, I believe, 10 years ago. And I was doing makeup videos and all of that, and I really enjoyed it. Um, but I did not continue. I just stopped. And then I realized that I really, really want to create content. So this is how it all started. Like, to just sum up your question, this is all it started, but it wasn't a just one moment that got me here. This is what I'm saying. It's like continuously I was stepping out of my comfort, just constant effort and one step forward. That's all I can say. People so much in love with the 9 to 5 culture would never agree to quit and start a business and work on your dream. Yeah. Yeah, because we are wired by society, by our parents, by everyone around us, especially in our Indian culture, that have a safe job, secure job, make sure you earn until 60, 65, 70, and then you retire. And that's the traditional path that we all have been told, right? It's the younger generation, especially millennials, we are started to realize that it's a trap. That again, I'm not saying that 9 to 5 is a bad thing. If it works for you, or sometime you do 9 to 5 because you are not in that financial situation where you can let go. I have to agree with that. It gives you security and it gives you consistent income. And I also want to say this, now that I have been running my business, I can tell you running a business is not for everyone. Not everyone can do it. I have friends and they say to me that we want consistent income. We would go in a heart attack if we do not have consistent income. So I would never recommend those people to quit their job. But you can still follow your passion by starting something on the side. Like, I know there are so many people, they have full time 9 to 5 and then they create content. Especially, like, there's so many fashion content creator I follow. They have 9 to 5 and then they pursue on the weekends. They get ready, they show their outfit every single day, come along with me behind the whatever. And I love that. You do not have to leave your job in order to enjoy your passion. This is also, I wanted to say, every single person's financial condition matters. And sometime maybe you do not want to follow that passion full time. Maybe you just wanted to do part time just to test it out the water. And honestly, I would recommend the same thing. When I started creating fashion content, I still had the job. I was creating content, I remember, during my lunchtime. Like during it was like my lunch break, I would not eat. I would prep everything night before, and I would create my fashion videos and then quickly finish that in 1 hour. I had a 1 hour lunch, and I was like, quickly finish it in 1 hour and then edit on the weekends. And I enjoyed it. It's when my job was also toxic. I also wanted to say this. My job was very, very toxic. I had a panic attack, and it led me to a lot of anxiety and literally like panic attack. And it was not something sustainable. And that's when I gave myself that I'm going to try this for 2 years. And if it didn't work out, then I will go back. But I mean, thank goodness, it worked out. But not everyone can be in this situation to do that. You know what I mean? And I think the bigger, bigger question here is, if you have a passion, you can follow it either way. You do not have to quit. You can continue and you can still do whatever you want to do. That's all I'm saying. I mean, there are so many people, they can start business on the side of their job, and then they quit once it becomes like sustainable, and that is totally okay too. Whatever works. But yes, I also agree that the hustle culture of this 9 to 5, it's also something ingrained. That's definitely there. How to get self confidence? I had a very little confident growing up. Um, I wasn't this confident person. I was not. I was extremely shy, introvert person. Um, like I would not able to speak up for myself, and yeah, I mean, I was not this confident person. How I got here is by stepping out of my comfort and also pushing myself out there consistently. It's not that, again, it's not like I decided that today I'm going to be confident. I think, and there are days where I don't still don't feel confident. So I understood that confidence is something that I can achieve. It's not something that is like you're born with it, right? Every single kid is born with confidence. If you look at kids like 3 year old, 5 year old, whatever, look at kids. They're very confident. They have no judgment. They they will do crazy things. They will, say whatever they want to say because there is no judgment. Growing up, when your parents, your sibling, your neighbors, your auntie, uncle, relatives, they start saying things to you that bring down your confidence. So they will tell you, um, oh, she's not as beautiful as her sister. Oh, she's a little bit big for her age. Oh, her color complexion is very dark. Or why she sound like this? People used to make fun of my voice. Um, it's it, it's like, so I was very conscious about my own voice. Can you imagine that? How do you think I'm going to feel confident? And I'm proud of my voice. It took me a long time. Um, so it's not that you are not born with confidence, you are actually born with confidence. It's people say these negative things, and then you become this conscious person. A lot of people have consciousness around their bodies. I definitely had, because people around me made sure that they tell me that my body does not fit the standard women body. Or maybe my nose is not as perfect. Maybe my hair is not as perfect. Maybe my skin color is not as beautiful as it should be. You know what I mean? All these things led you to feel not confident. But what if you start to connect with yourself and you realize, you know what? Actually, I am pretty confident. I do not need to shrink for someone else. I am proud of my voice. I think it's okay. So, confidence as a surface level, I can tell you, like, step out of your comfort zone, do these things, blah, blah, blah. But I think deep down, if you start to realize where the self confidence actually issue started, it started when people made conscious about something that you in your, like, whatever is going on, you know what I mean? So you start to feel like, oh my god, I should not talk to someone like this. Oh, my voice sound like this. Or maybe when I speak, I cannot speak fluently, or people make fun of when I speak. It's all these things made you conscious person. But what if you connect with yourself and you say, you know what? I am actually happy who I am. I accepted myself. Do you think my voice changed? No, my voice is still the same. I accepted myself. My color complexion didn't change. My body didn't change. My hands, everything is still the same. I just accepted who I am. And I can tell you, confidence is all internal. When I feel good about myself, I reflect out there. Like, it shows when I speak, it shows way I look at other people and the way that I talk to people, because I am so happy deep down, because who I am, I do not need to change. If you do not like my face, my voice, that's your problem. You know what I mean? I hope, I mean, this is answering your question. But this is what I feel like. Self confidence is a much deeper issue than what we talk on the surface level. But yeah, this is how I feel, and anyone can share their comments. Like, what do you guys think about that? Few books um, to read for a person who started reading recently. Yeah, there are so many books that I can recommend. There's so many self-help book. Are you, like, if you're trying to just, like, what do I say? Like, mindset books, then there are so many mindset books that you can read. I don't know what is the purpose. Like, why do you want to start? Like, what do you want to change or learn? There's so many business books, but if you were to just start reading book, um, simple book I can recommend is Think Grow Rich. It's a mindset book. It's a book on money. It's book on wealth, but it's all connected to your mindset. It's a lot about mindset book. So yes, that's a good one. If you have habit of self sabotage, Mountain is You. That's a really good book. What else? If you are someone who is questioning the whole society system and you wanting to um, pursue your business or something, I would recommend Millionaire Fastlane and what is this Naval Ravikant's book? Almanac. The Almanac of Naval Ravikant. That's a really good book. So these are the books that I would recommend. Yeah. What are the things make you to connect with yourself? Journaling. Journaling. Every single day, if you can start journaling, that will help you to connect with yourself. I do this consistently. It has changed my life for good. And when you start to journal, you're going to start to recognize pattern. In the beginning, you may not notice anything. So, what you do, you just keep writing all the thoughts, everything that is coming to you. There's no grammar mistakes, there's no perfect English, or there's no perfect Hindi, whatever you want to speak. I mean, it's your language, whatever you want to write in. You keep writing, and what is going to happen is you are going to see a pattern. So what you do is write all your thoughts, whatever, for a month, and then go back and start reading. Oh, I was so worried about this situation, but look, nothing happened. Because after a month, that situation probably resolved, all your issues are solved, and you're going to realize how much you were worrying in that moment, right? And reading back is, I think, is very crucial because it's going to help you to connect with yourself that, oh, I was just worrying about the situation, but look what happened, everything is resolved. Or you can look back and like, that argument with my friend, I lashed out on him, or I yelled at that person. I should have not reacted that way. I should have paused. I should have not said those words. Like, you will know so much about yourself. Truly, for me, it's like journaling. If you are wanting to connect and wanting to know who you are, start doing journaling and you're going to learn so much about yourself. Um, it's a game changer for me. For anyone, I would recommend um, journaling. It helps so much. Thank you, Diksha, for joining. I appreciate it. Yes, it is a late night for so many people. But thank you for joining. Yeah, I mean, like, if you do journaling, it will help you so much, and you're also going to realize that so many times we listen to everyone's advice, right? Someone is telling us, do this, do that, and then we're never listening to ourselves. That was my story. Like, I never paused. Like, now everything changed, but before, I would never be able to sit in the quiet. I have to have something on, like music on, or like something, or in the background a video is running. I noticed that, why can I not sit in like quiet? Why? Because that, I think the quietness would trigger something. I would start to feel anxious. That's when I decided that I'm going to sit in the quietness. I'm going to be okay with nothing running around. You know what I mean? I do not have. Notice, if you have a habit, which I didn't know, unconsciously I was doing this, leaving the tap on, like running water. If you have a habit of leaving the running water, or um, having music on all the time, or having a TV or a video on all the time, that you cannot sit still without any noise. Um, it could be that, there's something um, inside of you that is anxious. Try to do that. I really think it's going to be hard in the beginning to sit quiet with no noise around you. But once you do it, you start to realize that, wow, we are so much used to of listening to every every single person. But what if you listen to yourself? You know what I mean? And that's what journaling is, what has done to me. I start doing journaling, but when I take pen, my mind becomes empty because you are not used to. That's just the initial, what do I say, like the initial struggle. I had similar. So, what I started to doing, I remember I used to do grateful journal. So, just being thankful for every single thing I have in my life. So you can start journaling this way. I am grateful for the sun. I am grateful for um, every relationship around me. I'm grateful for this cup of coffee. I'm grateful for having this few moments to write down. What it's going to do, it open your heart. I mean, it's so the reason why we struggle to journal because we never pause to do this reflection. So it's going to be very hard in the beginning. But you what if you just start this whole thing about being grateful for every single thing you have in your life, right? By doing this, you are going to start to open your heart and start sharing the things that is deep inside of you. That's when you're going to get used to journaling. Even if you write down like four or five sentences and that's it, you don't have to write a pages and pages. Just start with like few lines. If someone have never done journaling, it's going to be very challenging. I would suggest write down what are you grateful for. You do not have to do it in the morning. You can do it in the nighttime. And if you decide to do it in the nighttime, you can describe how was your day. If it is challenging, start with that how thankful and grateful you are, and then start describing how was my day, what was the best part, or how someone said that they do journaling, right? Like what are the things that went well, what are the things that I could improve on. Things like this, I think it will help you a lot, especially at the end of the day. You probably will have a lot to write, but I'll tell you, you have to do a habit stacking. So journaling is not something that you are used to. It's one struggle is that yes, when you take pen and paper out, you have nothing to write, but also it's a new habit. So you need to have this habit stack with something that you're already doing. So for me, I every single morning after my workout, I have my coffee. But how about if I before I have my coffee, how about I have this finish this journaling thing, right? So you can try that. You have to incorporate this new habit with your existing habit. It's called habit stacking. So you have to do this. Once you start to do this, it takes about 40 days, I think, to build a habit. So it's part of it could be that it's a habit that you're not used to. And just once you have this habit, and then start writing, even if it is like how was my day, what did it go wrong today, or what am I grateful for. And I think everyone should do this grateful journal, because if you start to realize how much we are so thankful around so many things we can be thankful for, our life will automatically change. This is what I feel like. You're learning English. Oh, that is very sweet. Thank you. In the beginning, my mind was empty. Now it's different. You probably have a lot to share. Yeah, it happens. It's so true. Yes, in the beginning, um, it's so hard, but now you cannot stop. Right? It's like it becomes your mirror. Like it's so much you can share. I told my husband he was disrespectful towards me before 6 months after a fight for many months now. I'm sorry, Shilpa. I think you asked this question before. I told my husband no, he was disrespectful towards me before 6 months after a fight many months now he stopped disrespecting. Mm. I I am so sorry, Shilpa, that you are going through this. I think I would still encourage you to have honest conversation with your husband. And even if you feel like that you have already decided to leave him, leave the relationship, it's entirely your decision. And you are adult and you have all the right to make the right decision for you, for your kids, right? I am no one. No one is here knows your situation. You know best your situation and how you can handle it, and you know better the person that you are living with. No one knows better than anyone, right? So I would still encourage that you have this open conversation, even if you feel like this is the last time I'm going to have, just to, I think the key is to have this open conversation to also understand if he also if he also doesn't want this relationship. If he's someone like, maybe he thinks that you moved on, maybe he thinks that, sometimes men can have ego that I would not go and talk to. It's sad, it's unfortunate, but this is how, not all Indian men, but yes, majority of Indian men have egos and they would not go and talk to their wife and apologize. So maybe you can just have this conversation. Maybe he is also thinking the same. And if you have open conversation, things might change. That's all I can suggest. But Shilpa, you know the best, and all we can do is send you so much love, and hopefully you find solution, because you deserve to live a better life. You should not live in this miserable kind of situation. No one deserves. So I hope you get that. Point help me. Yes, you have to come back to this live and tell us about how your journaling go. Even if it is like no one is judging, but you have to come back and tell us like, and it's going to be a great learning, right? Anyone who wants to try it, I truly think you're going to learn a lot. um, Tell us about procrastinating. uh, I'm reading this book, and I shared in my latest video. I always thought that procrastinating is something that, like, why I'm procrastinating, right? I started reading this book. It's called 4,000 Week by Oliver Berkman. It's a game changer. I would recommend if you can read that book. But I'll tell you why you should read that. Sometimes we think we are procrastinating, right? But I think there is a lot deep down issues that um, we do not acknowledge. Why are you procrastinating? Ask yourself this question: what is deep down is going on? It could be that the task is so challenging. Like I notice on my filming days, in the beginning, I would procrastinate. I would just keep on folding the laundry or doing, like, why am I keep doing the dishes? Why am I keep cleaning the room? It's a way of procrastinating because it was intimidating. It was not something that I'm used to creating content, so I would do that. It's easy to say that I procrastinate, but what if you take a pause and ask this question, where this is coming from? Like, if you are procrastinating, like, do you procrastinate when you have to go and hang out with your friends? You don't, right? When we have to do something fun, we do not procrastinate. We procrastinate is because now the task that we have to do, maybe it's boring, it's not exciting, it's not giving us the dopamine hit that we are looking for, right? So if you also procrastinate hanging out with your friend, then it's the deeper issue, maybe something going on with you. Maybe it's a deeper issue, you know what I mean? So procrastinating, if you can tell us like what is specific task that you procrastinate. Ask yourself this question, even if you do not have to tell us. Ask yourself this question: Why do you procrastinate? And what is the task that you're trying to do? And is it something that you have never done it? It could be that it's very challenging, you have never done it. So, of course, you're going to feel like, I don't know how to do this task. You don't want to screw up, all these things. So, procrastination is a very broad term to use, but I always ask this question, where this is coming from. It could be that you are you are all day on your phone, you're scrolling, doom scrolling, and now your brain is all the time looking for dopamine. When you have to do a task that is not that exciting, obviously you are going to procrastinate that, because you're not procrastinating because the task is challenging. And I'll tell you why. You are procrastinating because your brain is wired for constant dopamine hit. Because by watching content all the time, your brain is primed all the time look for excitement. So now when you sit down and you have to do this task, that means you're not watching that video, you're not getting that dopamine hit. So procrastinating is such a broad term, but you have to realize, are you going to your phone a lot? Are you, when you're working, and have you noticed that constantly there is a urge to grab a phone and to look? Oh, let me just look at the one update. Let me just look at the Instagram. Let me look at TikTok. Let me look at the YouTube shorts. Let me just see it, what's going on. And then 2 hours later, we spend like, you know what I mean? So there's so many deeper things going on. I think procrastinating is just the top of the layer. I would start with that. And if you are really struggling with the phone, what I would suggest is do not leave your phone in the same room when I'm working. And this is exactly what I shared in my last video as well. And I have been practicing this for a year because I noticed that if I have try this. If you have a phone next to your workstation, whatever you're doing, you are more likely to grab your phone. But what if you take that phone and put it in the another room? I do this. I do not rely on my willpower. I do not. I just put my phone in the another room. And I know that if I have it, I'm going to grab it. What if I just leave it in another room? And there's nothing more important that is happening on the internet, right? So try this and notice if you can still stay focused with your task. Another thing you can do is something again I learned in the book 4000 Work Week is how about you run? I do this. I mean, this is something that I have been doing it for years now. It's called Pomodoro technique. So go online, type Pomodoro timer. It's a timer. You can set yourself, I'm going to start this task for 25 minutes and I'm going to finish it. What Pomodoro is, like you have to do this task for 25 minutes and take a break. So kind of like helps you to stay consistent and focused. Try these. I noticed that these things really help me. It might help you as well. I really think that procrastination is just a broad thing, but there's so much. Our brain is just honestly rotten because of the social media. The amount of content we consume, it's just completely destroying our focus. And it's so hard. So have you noticed that you can't even read a book? Like, grab a book, try to read it. You can't read it. You're going to find, oh, that's too boring. It's too boring. It's not exciting because the content is so much exciting, right? And reading and sit through that boring book reading, it's going to be so challenging. Thank you so much, Matthew. All right. I cannot. I mean, like when I'm talking with you guys, I didn't even realize it's almost over 1 hour, and I think this is a right time for us to wrap up our today's live. But I wanted to say this: thank you so much for each one of you for coming and joining, because I know that it is late for so many of you. You all stayed up and talked to me. I really, really appreciate it. But yeah, let's do this again next week. There's so many people, they need to come back and update us. Matthew, you're for sure coming back and giving us the update about the journaling. And yeah, thank you so much for each one of you for joining. And thank you. We are going to have the wonderful week. We're going to come back, join next Sunday. Thank you so much, you all. Oh, I'm going to move this right here.